The last time Mrs. Borden was seen alive was around 9 o'clock a.m. by her stepdaughter, the infamous Lizzie Borden, and the maid, Bridget. At the time Mrs. Borden was killed, Lizzie's sister Emma was out of town. Mr. Borden was in Fall River, as was Uncle John. Lizzie said she was downstairs ironing handkerchiefs. Mrs. Borden was killed in the room where Uncle John had slept the night before. This is now one of the most requested rooms for overnight stay in the historic Lizzie Borden Axe Murder House and Museum, the John Morse Room, also known as the Murder Room. There was no sign of a struggle, and she had no defensive wounds. Peculiar, isn't it? Evidence is unclear whether she was facing her attacker, or if she was trying to defend herself or couldn't, if she was standing up or kneeling down. But we do know where her wounds were. One blow was dealt above her ear on the left-hand side of her head. Another blow between the shoulder blades, 4 inches deep. The remaining 17 blows were dealt to the back of her head and her neck for a total of 19. She was found face down in a pool of her own coagulated blood. Between the blood and the stomach contents of both victims, we can determine the time of death was around 9:30 a.m., a full hour and a half before the murder of Mr. Borden. In the photo on the wall in the dining room where the autopsy was held, you can see that she is lying flat on her stomach, and you can see the pool of blood around her head. In the mirror, you can see the camera that took the photo. Did you know that the Borden crime scene photos were the first crime scene photos ever taken in the United States? How's that for a morbid fun fact?